You are braver than you believe. You are stronger than you seem. And also, you are smarter than you think. No one is perfect. That's why pencils have erasers. Good evening, everybody. I'm so privileged and I'm so honored to be sharing this beautiful evening with all of you. Today I'm here to present about my topic, which is called photosynthesis. Okay, let's see this. This is a plant. Do you think that this plant eats food as us, like us? Do you think that this plant eats food like us? I'm not joking. Actually, I won't answer. Okay, let me introduce and let me show you what I want to say regarding to my topic. I'll share my presentation about photosynthesis. Now you can see the slides. When it comes to photosynthesis, it's regarding to the environment. Have you ever heard this topic? Most probably, you will say no or yes. I have heard earlier, but I don't have any idea regarding to this topic. Actually, obviously, we can see a plethora of processes, but this is the most valuable process, which is called photosynthesis. Humans, animals eat foods. But have you ever heard about what do plants eat? I know that you have a curiosity about this matter. Did you know that plants actually make their own foods? Food is essential for everybody. Look at this picture. Let me explain. Actually, this is a picture of an animal. An animal. There are a lot of cows and there are a lot of cranes in this picture. They all depend on other organisms for their own foods. It is known as heterotrophic mode of nutrition. It is known as heterotrophic mode. Let's move to the second mode. Actually, how do green plants obtain their nutrition? Plants produce their own foods within them by photosynthesis process. Therefore, it's called autotrophic mode of nutrition. All organisms depend on that food directly or indirectly. You can see the slide. You can see the picture of a food chain including fox, grass, rabbit, bear, and fox. Firstly, rabbit eat grass. Secondly, fox eats rabbit. Finally, that huge animal, bear eats fox. And also, the second picture shows a beautiful plant with fruits. It absorbs sunlight, oxygen, carbon dioxide, and water. Absolutely, this is a complex process called photosynthesis, which plants make their own foods. So when it comes to this big word, really big word, it seems like a really big word, but it's not. Don't worry about this word. Photosynthesis. Actually, it's made up of two separate words. First one is photo, and the secondly, synthesis. Photo, Greek word for light, and secondly, synthesis, Greek word for putting together. Let's move to the real definition of photosynthesis. Actually, what is happening? Absorbing light energy, utilizing light energy, and using chlorophyll, oxygen, water. That is how produce those products, and also this process is called photosynthesis. Utilizing the light energy, the cells containing chlorophyll in green plants synthesize food using carbon dioxide and the water as materials, raw materials. This is how it works. Rack your brain now. So let me introduce what are the components, what are the elements affect to this photosynthesis process. First element is light energy. What is that? What do you call light energy? Actually, it's a sunlight. Sunlight, you can see now. Second factor is water. If not, H2O. Thirdly, carbon dioxide. It means CO2. You can see beautiful pictures. Finally, fourth component is chlorophyll. These are the all factors. Now let's move to the equation of photosynthesis. I have already told you, what are the factors? Light energy, water, carbon dioxide, and chlorophyll. Using those four factors, we can make a beautiful equation like this. CO2 plus H2O, it means carbon dioxide plus water, absorbing light energy and using chlorophyll, produce glucose and the oxygen. Glucose and the oxygen are products of this process, final product of this process. Now let me introduce the process. Now you want to know about this process, no? You think how it works. Yes, you can see plants gather sunlight. These plants gather sunlight from the sky, and also plants take water through their roots via xylem. Let's move to the video. Yes, now you can see that light energy and also leaves absorbs light energy. Then finally roots absorbs water via xylem. Okay. Plants obtain carbon dioxide from the atmosphere for this. So what do you call by carbon dioxide? Actually, it is one of the most important factor for this process. Carbon dioxide enters to the leaves through tiny spores called stomata, not tomato. This is stomata. You can see the video now. This leaf absorb carbon dioxide, and those are the spores, tiny spores. This is a stomata. Nextly, plants make their own leaves, own food. inside the leaves. And leaves are made of chloroplast. Chloroplast takes carbon dioxide, water, light energy and turn them into, what are they? Glucose and oxygen. It means all those factors, all these four factors, using all these four factors turns them into glucose and the oxygen. You can see the video now. Photosynthesis process. This is the chloroplast, and you can see the chlorophyll. Chlorophyll absorbs CO2 and oxygen. CO2 and water. Carbon dioxide plus water turns to oxygen plus glucose. These are the final products of photosynthesis. So what are the final products of photosynthesis? It's totally glucose and oxygen. And it includes four factors, four components, and also finally we can see two products, glucose and the oxygen. Then I'll ask you another question like this. What happened to that glucose and oxygen then? After this process, what happened to this? The glucose which is produced during the process of photosynthesis will be temporarily stored in leaves as starch. Finally, starch converts into sucrose and transported it to other tissues via phloem. I'll introduce some examples. You can get fruits like apple, and also leaves, and also roots like carrots, and finally vegetable likes, what vegetable likes, Jack? Now I'll explain you the summary of this process. We have already talked about this. We have already know about this process, but I'll explain the summary. Now you can see the beautiful video. I'll explain. Don't worry about that. This is the summary of this photosynthesis process. Actually, that green plants can make their own food by photosynthesis. That beautiful root absorbs water using carbon dioxide. This is a stomata. Absorbs carbon dioxide, as I told you. And this water and carbon dioxide mix up. Absorb light energy. That products what? What are they? Actually, oxygen and glucose. You can see glucose like this and oxygen. Okay, let's move to the importance of photosynthesis. When it comes to the importance of photosynthesis, my first point is that plants produce their own food by this process. You can see this beautiful picture. This is a food chain. First of all, there are primary consumer and secondary consumer and tertiary consumer, and also producer. So what happened to this? Grasshopper eats grass. Then secondly, frog eats grasshopper. Then thirdly, python eats frog. And finally, eagle eats python. Actually, these frog, python, and eagle all are the indirectly consumers. Only one primary consumer, only one directly consumer is grasshopper. Primary consumer, grasshopper. My second point is provides oxygen to organisms to breathe. We all breathe every day. Without oxygen, we can't live. We can't survive. We can't exist. Third point is that balancing of oxygen and carbon dioxide. So what they mean by carbon dioxide balancing? Balancing carbon dioxide means, imagine that the situation as example, when it comes to carbon dioxide, if carbon dioxide exceeds their limit, exceeds their quantity, what happened? What happened is it's totally we can't live. We can't live with freely breathing. With free breathing, we can't live and we can't breathe freely. You can see the pictures. One of the carbon dioxide and oxygen balancing of oxygen and carbon dioxide in atmosphere. Okay, this is the one of the critical issue. Critical issue means it is one of the bad behavior. You can see the big pictures. I'm so sad to tell you, people cut trees nowadays. In this real present society, people cut trees as a habit. It's like a bad behavior. They should be considered as wrongdoers. And also, there is one thing that annoys me. It's people who destroy our beautiful environment. If you think that you will be able to live without trees, no, I dare say you have badly mistaken. You have badly mistaken. See this beautiful picture of an environment. Let's move to the protecting the environment is one of the today's most serious issue. Don't ever cut trees. Save our environment, save our breath. Don't ever cut trees. I'm pretty sure we are unable to live without trees. Let's protect our breath. And thank you very much for your kind attention to this presentation.